I'm not a YouTuber, and I'm not going to act like one. I have no intro, and that's my intro. There you go. My name's Sky. I've been doing game design for quite a while now, and what I'm about to show you is basically like 2 years of progress on a 2D platformer. It's not really a 2D platformer. It's more than that, but you know, that's where you start. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyways, I've taught myself how to do 2D stuff. I mean, just game design in general, over many years, and I've always wanted to put out a YouTube video, and I've always just been like, no, you gotta make it cool, you gotta be fucking PewDiePie. I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. So, whatever. You're looking at, kind of a compilation of things that I've worked on. I would like to go through from the beginning, just to show you guys my growth, because I'm kind of proud of it. And I'm kind of just done with just sharing clips here and clips hit there. I actually want to just have some sort of narration behind it. So here I am, narrating. Great. So the first game that I want to talk about is Night. And Night is a game story idea that I've been working on for quite a while. I've kind of abandoned it recently just because I've been more focused on mechanics. But when I was first making games, I had this big grand idea of having some girl from space and the whole like space odyssey thing, where basically she like crashes down on this planet called Eosk and like has to explore and save things, and I don't know. It's just adapted so many times over, and it doesn't matter because the game doesn't exist. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because I spent a lot of time making Emma here. And making all of the animations for her walk, her crouch, her shoot, her jump, all of that myself by hand. And I'm kind of proud of it. It took me a long time. And I also did this like spider walk cycle. It looks kind of bad, but whatever. Made some enemies and whatnot. And I wanted to put them all in a little game. So I did make a tiny little demo of, 2D platforming. It's nothing too fancy, whatever. There's this weird fucking ball thing that swings around. I don't know why. I wanted to test things out, and yeah. So kind of proud. Whatever. Eventually, I'll get back to that idea, but without Night, we wouldn't get Night 2, which is this thing. So Night 2 was my attempt to actually revamp the movement without wanting to change anything, like change the animation at all. So then I just didn't make the animations, and I made rectangles for the characters. Anyways, I still wanted that 2-player like idea. So that's why there's 2 players there. You can switch between them. It's really cute. And that's where we start implementing the wall grab and the wall jump and the shooting and the grapple is in there still. And that this game, I changed it to Sans platforming challenge. Sans' platforming challenge. Because I decided to put a bunch of little Easter egg Sans in there. And that's actually up on itch.io. I'll put it in the description. And that's just that's more of an updated 2D controller movement thing. Well, I was pretty happy with that. Then I got bored with it and moved on to other projects. And then at the end of 2020, I actually was in contact with a game developer that I actually really look up to, and he had this whole game that he worked on in like 2009 that just never got finished because he's an artist, a pixel art artist, and doesn't really like programming, and his programmer kind of bailed out on him or whatever, and he tweeted about it, and I was just like, yo bro, I could do this for you. And he was like, yo bro, that's sick. So I'm basically turning it up 10 notches for some reason. I don't know. I hold myself to an unattainable standard because I expect better from myself for some reason. Anyways, his game is a roguelike turn-based battle system, kind of like Slay the Spire, or Darkest Dungeon, something like that. So when I got this, I first just replicated the turn-based battle system that he had. And I didn't record it, but there was some sort of dungeon traversal program that he had in there. But it didn't work. There was like no main storyline or whatever. So I was gonna do that, but then I got sidetracked for some reason and decided, you know what, I'm gonna make this terrain generation, like Terraria, but like not. So when I made this, I decided that I used calculus. Oh boy. So basically I used the tangent, I created a slope and used the tangent of each point to create ground, like spawn a specific object, add a specific rotation along the line, and created the actual like overall curve based off of 4 Bezier points. I did a lot of math and had a lot of notes on it, but I actually got it to work, which was really cool. And yeah, I did that. So then I eventually, from there, was able to kind of string these like curves together in like a really long chain based on you know, like where I want to go or what's allowed. And then I had specific curves and whatnot. So there's hills and whatnot, and you can make flat plains and change the values of it to get some actual movement. And you can see the little archer dude running around. He actually shoots arrows and stuff. Oh my goodness, I was so proud of him. And I actually used the same like aiming code that I used from Night 2 on him. Oh, I got bored and I made bats with bat AI that I could shoot. That was fun. Yeah, they, you know, you just get close enough and then they're just like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, and then the ninja can dash, and the dash doesn't necessarily work all the time, but it kind of works. Look at that. Look at it go. Sometimes. I feel like that's good enough, you know? And then from there, you actually get, I actually made the terrain underneath the grass, which actually looks really good. The color is a little weird, but, and then I made this little skeleton dude just, chase you. And I don't think I ever fixed him from rolling around because it's so funny. Look at him. He's so cute. Ah! He's so cute. No, you guys have to sit here and watch this and just watch him. Look at all the errors that are popping up. And from here, I made it so that, I don't think I recorded it, and I don't want to go back and open up the project, but I made it so that there's trees that actually spawn on that terrain, which looks pretty cool. It makes like a little forest there. Okay, so that's the basics of LUNE. That was the start. And then recently, my recent project has been dungeon generation and more battling fixes. So I would say, honestly, this battle thing, the thing that I showed you at the beginning, this whole battle demo is an updated version of Night 2, Sans platforming challenge, with the wall grab, and we actually have an air dash / slide, which feels really good to use, and yeah, the attacks work and everything, and I actually used assets this time instead of trying to make all the art my own because I have a bit of an ego and feel like I need to make it all myself. But anyways, what I'm more proud of though is the actual dungeon creation. Now, I literally just did this today, and I decided that I should put a video up. If you actually want me to go more in depth on how I did this, I can. I'll make an actual video for it, but right now I'm just throwing this YouTube video up. So you can see here that there's a pink path. I'm just gonna pause it. There's a pink path that you can see And one of the ends is the start, and one of the ends is the end. And the player spawns at the start and is supposed to traverse through for game reasons that I won't go into. But and so basically what happens, you start at this node at the start, and the path will actually go ahead and randomly assign a direction to go in. And just do that. I think I set it to 20 times. So the pink path is 20 tiles long. And then from there, we actually go through each tile and we randomly decide if we're going to make a branch, which is those blue lines. We make a branch node. And then from there, from the branch node, we make a new path, which is 5 tiles long or whatever. And then we'll go and iterate through every single tile on the scene and create a tile that has the exits that it needs. So each like specific point that you can see that intersects actually has a specific exit point. And each tile reflects that. And so you can run through it. And that's basically it. This is extremely informal. Oh my goodness, I used to get paid to edit, and now my videos just sound like this. Well, welcome to Sky the Creative, where formality is extremely optional. And yeah, that's it. I just wanted to put it up. Cool. I'll probably, honestly, this game is probably like a demo version of this dungeon part of the game, at least, is probably gonna be up pretty soon. Which I'm really excited about, because I see no reason why not to put it up. Might as well, whatever. All right, I'll shut the fuck up. Thank you for listening. YouTube, pay me. I'm poor. Yeah, bye.